broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, break! Hiking 18!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Come on, set! Mustang 19! Go!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Play action. It's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single cover.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got?
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. James Conner, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Third down and 13.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Check go.
Back to throw here. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Goff. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set.
Inside handoff, Henry. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
19 Tiger. There we go.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
19, Pioneer. Trap 60. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Bills touchdown. Travis Kelsey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now Goff looking to change the play. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd down and inches. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
70 Ranger. Buffalo 18.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the Titans' 44-yard line.
Right there, hurt. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Come on. Cut 19. Warriors 70. Go, Reed, go. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie. But that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throwing again is Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. That is caught. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does for good yardage.
Whoa.
Goff now looking to throw. Going up top. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A check down here for Henry. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Hut, hut.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A shotgun snap for Goff. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Gone. Well, looking deep here for Flowers. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. Bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Dancing to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, 76!
Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. To throw is Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
70 Timberwolves. Ready. 19 Lions. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Now back to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Pioneer, trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they'll send Judy in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he's forced out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a a sack and a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. They'll roll him out right. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Goff. And this will be swung out here for Conner. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, a give to Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, kill!
Conner will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70. Come on, set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cut my team. Warriors 70.
They'll drop to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's...
And it's a Titans touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bills 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw here. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. Pushes him over and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Moore, the man in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A gain of 15. First down, Tennessee.
They run behind center with Conner. Now he's able to bring through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Back to throw here. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
19 tight.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing now, Goff. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Goff now looks to throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's got Henry, and he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
60 Bobcats. 60. Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 19 Lions. Mustang 19. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they work this out past the 25. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, smash Bronco! Set! 79 Bronco! 18 Pioneer! Chop 60, chop 60!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.